I want to talk to you about a unique situation where you're arrested for a DUI, you agree to take the breathalyzer test, but the police officer marks you down as refusing the breathalyzer test. And here's a scenario that we just recently handled. Our client was arrested for a DUI, went back to the police station, agreed to take the breathalyzer test. And when she went to blow into the machine, she wasn't able to provide a sufficient breath to register any results. And that happened twice. On the third attempt, she told the officer that she could not blow into the machine. So the officer marked her down as a refusal, submitted her paperwork to the MVA. The MVA, since it's a refusal, wanted to suspend her driver's license for 270 days. We advised our client to request an MVA hearing. And at the MVA hearing, we asked the MVA to take no action on her driver's license because the police officer did not provide sufficient facts that our client was actually trying to frustrate the test. So what does that mean? Frustrating the test is where you try not to blow hard enough. You intentionally do that. Or perhaps you burp right before you're going to take the test. Or perhaps you puff up your lips and your mouth with no air and look like you're trying to blow into the machine. Well, that is when you are intentionally trying to frustrate the test. And the case law in Maryland says that the police officers have to document in detail specific facts that show that you were frustrating the test. And if they're not able to do that, well then the MVA should take no action on your license because the police and the MVA have not proved their case that you intentionally tried to frustrate the test. And what's unique about this situation is that our client actually advised the police officer that they had bronchitis, but that never made it in to the MVA paperwork. And while it was noted in the police report, the officer never put it into the MVA paperwork. So at trial, at the MVA hearing, we actually had our client bring a doctor's note from their physician saying that they had been diagnosed with bronchitis 2 days prior to being arrested for this DUI. But we didn't even have to get that far because the MVA judge agreed with us that the MVA had not proved their case because they had provided no evidence that our client intentionally tried to frustrate the test. So if you've been marked for a refusal of the breathalyzer test when you really actually agreed to take it, consider going to the MVA and fighting your case. The MVA has the burden of proof.